everyone, live from the garage studio. Game Rage, the news show. Nah, it's fucking no party preference. Where, our preference for parties is none.
Saddam's dead, guys. W's in chat.
W's in the chat.
Imagine if NBC or like ABC.
Press S to spit on his grave.
Thanks for the 5 gifted.
Yeah. It's George W. Bush. It's like, yeah, thanks for the 5 gifted, chat. All right, chat. Chain, get those hookers out of here. Goddamn it, I'm live on stream. Anyways, I'm Josh. He's Adam.
Now watch me. Now watch me drive.
Man, dude, George W. Bush was the last badass president we fucking had, man. Like, listen, we will not negotiate with terrorists.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice.
Shame on you again.
Fool me twice. You don't get fooled again.
Yeah. Now watch this draft.
Now watch this draft. We might have to make that a clip on fucking
chirping from the pine.
Chirping from the pine. Yeah, watch this draft.
Yeah, that is a great fucking clip. Anyways, we're going to talk about. I'm just going to rant today about fucking Biden pardoning his son and pissing me off. Anyways. Before we get to that, though, go to Game Rage Magazine on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. You can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram and check out the All Gas No Trash podcast, where we piss everybody off and basically make enemies every episode we fucking do. So, anyways, all right. So, obviously, those of you who haven't fucking heard the news that Joe Biden recently, or just today, pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, and I didn't even realize the scope and the audacity of this fucking pardon, okay? Because you get a presidential pardon. Normally it's like, oh, you did this one thing, I'm gonna pardon you for this. Let me just read to you the document that had the audacity. Blah, 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 Joseph Biden, I hereby grant this pardon to Robert Hunter Biden, full and unconditional pardon, for those offenses against the United States which he has committed or may have taken part in during the period from January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. This motherfucker got an almost 11-year fucking grace period of a pardon. Oh, any bad shit that you did in this 11-year period, oh yeah, you get a pardon for. Whether it be known or unknown. It's pardoned. It's hereby fucking pardoned. Man. Now, granted, this isn't the first time that a president has, pardoned a family member. It's only the second time, basically, because Clinton was the last one, I think, to do it. And the first one to do it, where he pardoned his brother-in-law. I think he's George Clinton, I think was his name.
I don't know, man. I'm not a historian.
But the guy basically, you mean you're not an amateur historiologist, but basically, the guy also eerily did similar crimes to fucking Joseph Biden or Hunter Biden. He fucking was trafficking cocaine and he was like doing a bunch of other sketchy shit, had a couple gun charges, and Bill Clinton wiped that shit out for him at the last hour of his presidency before he was out in 2000 or whatever, right? So now Biden just goes and... Another thing that's especially egregious about this is for literally the last 4 years, Biden has been saying, I'm not going to pardon my son Hunter. I'm not going to pardon him. I'm not going to pardon him. To now just going, literally like a month ago, he said that again, and I'm not going to pardon him. To now literally December fucking 1st, oh, I'm going to pardon him. By the way, I'm just going to pardon him. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do it. And listen, I get what he's saying, because he says in the whole thing about why he did it, and he's talking about how, anytime these gun charges come up or this tax evasion charge comes up, no one ever goes to jail. No one ever gets brought up on charges. Okay, first of all, I think Wesley Snipes would fucking disagree with you because he actually went to federal prison for this shit. So that's a lie. But okay, let's just assume for a minute that all right, maybe this is an injustice in terms of these things never get brought up or nobody ever gets charged. He used the term lawfare, all right, like that Trump's been fucking using. This was lawfare against my family, against me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I could imagine you pardoning this one specific thing, right? But then to give a dude a blanket 10-year or almost 11-year fucking pardon tells me, A, for sure there's more bad shit that he did during this time that he just hasn't gotten brought up yet. But then, B, it's just telling me you just want to get your son off, which, okay, listen, man, I get it. I'd probably do the same thing if I was president, right? But I'm not. So this is just another example of the fucking corruption and the reason why you shouldn't trust the government. Just because of the simple fact that, look at this shit. They pardon their own people. They fucking get their own guys. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. You're all good. The point of the pardon is to right the wrongs of some injustices that have been done by the other branch, being the judicial branch, right? Like the judicial branch, the judges or the court system doing some sort of, I don't know, miscarriage of justice, right?
Somebody got like a lifetime sentence for a crime they didn't commit.
Right. Or like it being like, it was like maybe a crime that at the time got the death penalty, but like now it's been like, oh, well, it doesn't get the death penalty anymore. And they've been fighting it. And it's like, hey, man, come on, like maybe at least commute my sentence to life in prison or whatever, right? Like you don't have to fucking pardon me fully. But like that's kind of what commutation and like the pardon system was made for. And obviously every president does fucking abuse it to a certain degree, but
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Not though to this. I feel like this is like the most egregious fucking violation of it. I feel like it is the most ridiculous. It's the most fuck you normal people that you could do. And again, it does just imply like these are the times that we are living in. We are living in the times of politicians being quote unquote royalty and them telling us to fuck off, that we're better than you and you're going to just do what we say and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. Because in this instance with the presidential pardon, there is nothing anyone can do about it. No one can do anything about this, right? This is just it. This is just how it is. And them using it to this so up in our face of the regular citizen saying, go fuck yourself, that is fucking egregious and that's fucking completely disgusting. And listen, sure, again, I'm not a Trump guy, I'm not a Biden guy, but listen, if Trump does the same shit, I'll be saying the same exact fucking thing. That it's fucking egregious, it's ridiculous, it's the elites telling us to go fuck ourselves, that our buddies can commit crimes and get away with it, but the rest of you can't. I don't want to see the IRS ever fucking going after anybody for tax evasion again in the rest of my life, right? That's what I would say. Oh, cool, president, you want to do this? Why don't you just get rid of the IRS then? Just fucking don't even make them fucking go after people for tax evasion anymore. If you're going to say, it's okay for this guy to do it, for this guy to basically during this 10-year period, say he didn't pay taxes for the whole goddamn 10 years. Oh, cool. Well, now he's pardoned on all that. And one of the great things about a pardon is it just deletes your fucking shit. So like, if you had to pay any fines, you had to do any of this shit. I've been pardoned by the president. So like none of the punishment prescribed can apply to me. It's all done. It's all over with. So sure, I hate the government. I don't think people should go to jail for shit, all right? But in this instance, when you're making the rest of us fucking do it, you got to apply the same fucking standards to these people. And this is, I don't know, sure. I don't know how history is going to view this because people are up in arms about this right now for sure. It just happened. Everybody's losing their shit on the internet about it. I don't know if this is going to be the let them eat cake moment for us, but it very well could be the starting point of that as far as like for people who are average Americans, because what is going to happen over the next 4 years, right? The people that voted for Trump are going to realize, man, we fucked up. And all the shit that he said he was going to do, he did, but it just has affected us negatively. And we voted for it. And when they say, hey, man, this shit's fucking us, he's just going to go, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Sucks to be you guys. Let them eat cake, right? And then people are going to be fucking pissed and lose their shit. So I don't know if this is the moment that starts to happen, but it feels like this is the, I don't know. It's not the moment itself of let them eat cake, but this is where it originates from. This is the beginnings of that. This is how in 3 or 4 years we get to that point of let them eat cake and people have had enough and they lose their shit. So, yeah, it's fucking completely disgusting. It's ridiculous. I have nothing good to say about this, and I'm fucking, quite frankly, just very much disgusted with how our government has become, what it has become, and this is just another example of that. And personally, I feel like it's only just going to get worse from here, but, whatever, it is what it is. If you've got Elon Musk, a billionaire, now deciding what governments go away, what government agencies are going to go away or what they're going to do, that shit's crazy too, because that's what's also going to happen. Oh yeah, the billionaire wants to get rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the one that stops us from getting fucked by corporations. Oh yeah, the guy who owns multiple major billion-dollar corporations wants to get rid of that. I wonder why. I wonder fucking why. so the corporations can fuck us all. That's what they want to do. So this is crazy. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say. Do you have any opinions on this?
Yeah, I think it's a minute fucking thing. I don't mean to belittle this whole fucking thing.
Do it.
But amongst all the circus acts that are going on right now, this one is like the most benign of all the ones this is probably the one I care the least about. And as you said before, I think our fucking government is a clown circus. And at this point, I don't even give a shit anymore. Like I'm so disenfranchised that I don't give a shit. I probably should. I hate to say it, but I hate doing this podcast because I hate talking about these fucking topics, and I don't even give a shit. And dude, I'm Cypher in the Matrix, dude. Ignorance is bliss, dude. I care about what I care about, and at the end of the day, we're still gonna do the shit that we want to.
Yeah, for sure.
And yes, you're gonna continue to rail about the government and all this shit, but so the fuck what? Things still continue to go on. We're still gonna continue to make all these podcasts. I'm not gonna sulk and cry about Joe Biden or what's his son, Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
Hunter Biden getting a privilege that we're probably never gonna experience in our lifetime. Why am I gonna sulk about that?
True, and I'm not saying people should sulk about it. I'm not sulking about it. Honestly, after this 15 minutes of me fucking ranting of this podcast, I'll probably never speak of this again. Because honestly, I agree with you. I don't give a shit. But not giving a shit about things doesn't make content. So that's why I pay attention to this stuff, so I can make content where I rail about it, and then you can sit here and go, oh man, who really gives a shit? And then it's interesting. It's a dichotomy, right? It gets people to listen. So we're going to continue doing this, whether you like it or not, all right? And you can just go fuck yourself as far as I'm concerned. Because you'll just do what the fuck I say. Because if it's something I want to do and I'm interested in, we're going to do it. And you're just going to have to go along. And you just fucking, if you want to sit there in silence and jerk yourself off, now there's no Nut November anymore, go ahead.
If I want to.
Oh, man. Listen, Adam, you think I like music? Fuck music. No, I'm just kidding.
NPP. So what else?
That's it. That's all I had. This was all I had. I knew this was going to be a short one. This wasn't going to be... this was just a singular topic, and that was it. Because I was pissed off and wanted to rail about it. And I got to do it for almost 15 minutes, 13 minutes. So that's fine. Good enough.
So what was the overall consensus
from people
on Reddit? On Reddit and...
Oh, yeah. People were pissed. And listen.
So what was... If there was a defense for this, what was the defense for it?
Well, the defense that Biden put out in a statement.
No, not his statement. Oh. Just what people had said about.
People were just basically saying like, oh yeah, it is lawfare, like Trump says, and how come it's bad when we do it, but like it's okay for you guys to do it? Watch, like he's gonna do it, shit like that. It was like, again, it's like the rules for me, not for thee type deal, where people are using that as like, oh well, if Trump's gonna do it, or he could do it, and he can do all these things, and why can't we do this? Like, whatever. Hunter Biden's a good dude, man. Like, the fuck off. No, he's not. Fucking idiots. Probably a lot of fucking weird child molesting shit going on there. I mean, he fucked his cousin or something. I don't know. Like, there's just shit going around that. There's those pictures of him on his laptop that the FBI had fucking since 2020, and then all of a sudden just magically disappeared. All that shit that he did on there, gone. Now it's pardoned. He's pardoned from it. So
what comes with a pardon? Because there has to be some kind of stipulations. Like
because he wrote it in there. It's full and unconditional. There are no stipulations. It is, you are now absolved of whatever it says in the pardon. So he did specify the two things that he was charged for, but he said this is including but not limited to, and it covers January 1st, 2020 or 2014 to December 1st, 2024. That's the time period it covers. Any crimes committed against the United States or within or whatever, right? It's everything he's ever done.
Yes, but if he goes, let's say he has to give testimony in court, right?
Yeah.
Like he would have to be under oath and say the exact truth. I mean,
yeah, it wouldn't preclude him from that, but they couldn't do anything to him if it happened during that time period because he's already been pardoned preemptively for it. So anything that he had to do during that time period.
Because like if you went to, as I was saying, if he went to court or whatever.
Yeah. They called him as a witness to something.
If they called him a witness and he's, what would be the word, like implicating himself?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because he could, like normally if they call you as a witness, they'll give you like immunity, right? Well, like to say, oh, you could testify, we'll give you immunity for anything you did as long as you testify like against this guy,
person, yeah.
So like now they could call him in to say whatever and he could just be like, cool. He could say whatever the hell he wants. And again, if it's the truth or what they can prove, then they still can't go after him for it. So like, even if he was like, oh, they bring up one of his buddies on like cocaine charges, to be like, oh yeah, I bought cocaine from this guy 18 times during this time period of 2010 to 2014 to 2024, and they'll go, cool, great, and then they'll be like, that's the evidence this guy did it, but they can't do anything to him for buying the cocaine because he's already been pardoned for it.
So does he get? So if he does drugs again, he gets caught. Does he get
that doesn't count, or that doesn't count for the pardon. The pardon is only for acts between 2014 until December 1st, 2024. That's it. It covers anything that happened during that time period. So now he's got to be on his P's and Q's, because if he fucks up again, then there's nothing we can do about it. Like, he's going to he'll have whatever happen. It's kind of like the O.J. Simpson thing, right? Like he gets away with murder, but then he goes away basically for the rest of his life into some fucking Nevada prison because he was trying to steal some of his own shit back, right? Like, it's that kind of a deal. Like, okay, you got away with all this shit, but man, if you fucking get caught on anything, they're going to throw the fucking book at you because you got away with all this other shit.
Yeah.
So now you are running the risk of like, hey man, you got to be straight. Like, you can't be fucking off doing shit. Or if you're going to do shit, do it in a foreign country. Like, that's got to be the way you got to do it, I guess, from now on. So
is that the last part in that? Because the presidency ends
January
19th, right?
And yeah, I think it's January 19th or at midnight or whatever.
Okay, so then up until that point, he can do as many pardons.
Yeah, up until that, he can do as many as he wants, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I mean...
So who knows what's more to come, you know?
Well, I mean, shit. Just the circumstances of how the pardon has changed from righting injustices done to someone. Now it's just a free pass to do fuck all.
Yeah.
Do all kinds of crimes. And then, somebody's going to be looking out for me.
Yeah, exactly.
My dad.
So, my dad be looking out for me. Anyways, I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous. But whatever. All right, well, fuck. You got anything else?
No.
All right, good. Well, go to Game Rage Magazine on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Also go to Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. Adam's at All Gas No Trash Official. And whatever. Go go eat cake, I guess.
I'm going to go pardon myself right now.
Yeah, I'm going to pardon myself right into this fucking bowl of... I don't even know where I was going with that.